What's good, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, man. My name is DivaTequila. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we've got my last little guide video that I'm gonna do playing Marvel Rivals. I've tried out every character at this point. I've made a guide video on how to play Doctor Strange, Punisher, and Star-Lord. Those are the three main characters that I played. My fourth most played character is Rocket Raccoon. Actually requested by my best friend B-Rabbit. Wanted to see me play and show how to play one of the support characters. This is my favorite support character. I have currently a 100% win rate with him in ranked. He's got a very interesting kit, very potent in my opinion. He has a revive, he has a damage boost, he has individual mobility, he has sustained damage, he has team heals. His primary fire, actually his primary weapon is very reminiscent of Baptiste, for those of you who play Overwatch. He has two ways that he can shoot his gun. He has a 45 round SMG that's capable of doing some really good damage up close, a little bit of poke damage from far away, but you kind of really have to like lead your shots with it a little bit. And the second fire on that weapon is his little heal thing. So it shoots out these orbs that are also similar to like Moira's healing orb, in the sense that it bounces around and it heals everybody that it comes close to. So his primary weapon actually functions two ways. You can do damage with it, and you can heal with it. His left shift has 2 stacks, and it allows him to dash. He can do it vertically, horizontally, whatever, but he gets 2 dashes. Passively, he's also able to wall climb as well, so he's got quite a bit of mobility. His E, you want to use this usually like pre-fight and throw it down somewhere a little bit out of the way. It's going to act as a revive point, so whenever one of your teammates dies, it'll consume itself essentially, and it'll revive that teammate at the point where you revive them. So you don't necessarily want to just put it down like in the middle of the payload, whatever. You want to put it down in a place that's off to the side a little bit out of the way, but it allows your teammates to get back into the fight quicker. I said right after I put this one down that I probably should have put it down on the front side of that wall. You can see I quickly looked back at it real quick. I probably should have put it like behind this trash can or something. That way if and when one of my first teammates die in this fight, they'd revive a little bit closer, but it's okay. It also periodically respawns like armor and such, and rocket little rocket launch things for you to get more stacks of your dash quicker. And it gives you like a little armor pack that gives you like 25 additional health. So has multiple functions, actually really good. His ultimate, I think I'm getting ready to use it here soon, basically provides a damage boost to everybody in the area. You'll see once I throw down my ultimate, anybody on my team that's close to it will get like this little like line attached from my ultimate to them. And yeah, essentially it's just giving them a massive damage boost. I didn't use my ult here because we didn't need to. We kind of sent them all the way. He does have a couple players that he can get team up abilities with. You see at the moment we've got a Groot on our team. You can ride on Groot's shoulders, and you and Groot both receive like damage reduction. I'm not a massive fan of it because I'm playing solo, so I can't really communicate with my Groot on where I want to go, where I want to push, and I like having the individual control a little bit to be able to go where we want. But you see that anybody that's like in line of sight of it is getting this power boost right here. We essentially force all of them back, get 1 or 2 picks right here, and then we're able to capture the second point. So pretty dope, not bad. We clear out their Doctor Strange as soon as he ults. We take the Punisher out as well. We get the objective all the way to the second point. This is ranked as well, so keep that in mind. The enemy team is actually trying. This is gold. And this is a gold lobby as well, gold and platinum. Not horrible. Most of these people have played the game quite a bit. This was a fun game for me because by the time we actually started the second round, everybody on our team was, and on their team as well, was saying support div, blah blah blah. Because the other healer you'll see also, and I pull up the stats again, she had quite a bit of heals, quite a bit of damage as well. We were really good duo. I haven't died yet, so I'm literally just trying to focus on having what's like a 100% uptime. I want to constantly either be healing or doing damage. You get a lot of value out of Rocket, out of being able to keep yourself and your teammates alive. If you're consistently doing damage, constantly healing as well, it's really hard for the enemy team to deal with that. The healer went in ult, but she kind of zoned herself away from us, you know what I mean? She really wasn't able to follow up with that ult and do too much damage. She put herself up above that bridge platform so she couldn't really see us. She did a good job, I guess, in distracting us, because Groot came in and ulted and got a kill, but we'll trade the 1-for-1, honestly, on the Groot ult, because the Groot ult has the potential to stun all of us if we get close enough. You only got 1 kill with it, so not too bad. This is the first time that they've actually like put up any form of resistance and held us a little bit. I use my ult here. We get 1 kill early. We got 2 of them low health already. I'm trying my best to just spam my heals now where I can. Unfortunately, they stack ults there. Their Luna Snow ulted to give them the extra bit of health that they needed to survive my ultimate, and then as soon as they were all full health, she swapped to the damage boost, and that damage boosted Punisher's ult as well. So yeah, it is what it is. I'll give myself the credit to say that I forced out 2 ults to cancel my ult, but that's not really what happened. They won that team fight, and that's okay. That's alright. We got our Groot ult for this one at least. So we have 1 tank ult, they have 1 tank ult. You see, I'm doing my best here to use my dashes and use my bit of mobility to put me in a position to where I'm not overly exposed, but I'm constantly able to heal my teammates. You know, if you've played support a good bit, you know that maintaining line of sight of your team isn't always the easiest. Sometimes your teammates will kind of just run around all willy-nilly, you know what I mean, and break line of sight, so it's really hard for you to heal them. Thankfully with Rocket, I can work on my own to get them back in line of sight. The fact that you have two stacks of your dash as well is really good, because you can dash into a dangerous area to heal somebody up real quick, and then you can also dash right back out. So it's pretty dope. The Punisher pops ult but instantly dies to our Star-Lord ult. We also kill the Rocket as well. I get the pick on the Star-Lord in the back, and this pretty much just guarantees the victory. Really good first round victory. We'll take that. So yeah, quick little summary. He functions a lot like Baptiste in a way. Baptiste, Moira, and Mercy. He has some elements of all 3 of those. His primary gun, you can do damage with it. You can also heal with it. You have the revive element that Mercy has. So really good to be able to revive and get your team back into the fight as quick as possible. You also have the damage boosting potential of Baptiste, so that's really nice as well. Let's see if we can fast forward here without it skipping too much. And then your heal orbs bounce around kind of like Moira's orbs do, so I enjoy it. He's also a high mobility character. I've said in some of the previous videos, like Star-Lord, I am on mouse and keyboard, so I really enjoy playing higher mobility characters to take advantage of the fluidity of mouse and keyboard movement, you know what I mean? So, hey man, I recommend trying him out. I currently have him as like my S tier support. The only one, in my opinion, this is obviously subject to interpretation of the individual and everybody else. The only other support that I think is close is Luna Snow. I will be putting out a tier list in the next day or so. That's part of why I've been trying to make myself get well versed on every character and trying to get X amount of time played on all characters, because I have my core 4 that I feel like are the best tank, the 2 best damage characters for me, and the best support character. But I want to make sure that I have an educated opinion enough to actually talk about a tier list. But anyways, you have a lot of potential to carry games, I think, with Rocket, because you're able to keep your teammates alive. You have the revive ability as well. You're able to damage boost. I'm spam pinging this Punisher in the fight because he's just behind us, just doing steady chip damage. And obviously, remember from the first round, he's the only one with his ult that really threw us off at one point last round. So trying to make sure we take the Punisher out. You can see there that was a really good example of how Your SMG has a high rate of fire, but it doesn't have the highest bullet velocity. So you have more like bullet travel time, so you really have to like lead your shots on moving targets and targets that are further away. So, you know, keep that in mind as you start playing Rocket. Not too hard to adjust to, but something to keep in mind. You can see there that the Punisher that I was worried about killed me. Also picked up 2 more kills as well with his shotgun, and they capped the objective initially. It is what it is. We held them a pretty significant amount of time for that first point, so we're still looking pretty good. Although we've only got, you know, a minute on the 3rd point, so let's see what happens. I throw down my E there, a little bit maybe further forward than I should have in hindsight, but I thought that we were going to be able to hold a little bit longer. I kind of wanted to get some of the armor spawns. Didn't really happen. Would have been nice if we could have held that corner for 10 or 15 seconds more, because then we would have actually been able to get the revive on our first death off of it, and then we would have also had a couple armor packs waiting around, but it's fine. It's fine. We were able to keep the Doctor Strange alive there when he got to critical health, so that's pretty big. We have the potential here to have a big regain and take the advantage back. Unfortunately, right as I say that, I die by being overextended out of cover. I think my positioning upwards is fine, but I shouldn't have been as out far to the left, because Punisher was just able to take free shots at me from up top, and I knew he was up there taking shots as well. The 3rd person is very nice in that sense, but I essentially gave him a free kill. Never good in that sense. Didn't die at all in the first round. We've died twice already this round, but both of them is to this little flanking and off-angle Punisher. I definitely think you can see right here. I definitely think he's gunning for me at this point. Obviously, they can, you know, see in the scoreboard that I haven't died much, and I'm getting a lot of fucking heals, doing a decent amount of damage as well. So I make him dance around with me a little bit, and then I just say, fuck it, I'm gonna push up and make him like have to come into my team if he wants to kill me, and I ult up here on the point to force everybody back. Even if we're not able to get as many kills here as I would like, it's not like the prettiest play statistically. It stopped their push. We just negated their momentum. Punisher got overextended. We killed Punisher. We forced everybody back off the point. We allowed our team to regroup. So my ultimate served the purpose that I wanted it to serve. You know what I mean? Take a note there. Spider-Man ults, and then the Doctor Strange pushes up and ults as well. I tried to stay close enough so I could quickly heal my team there. I probably should have been up on that bridge behind me and just thrown my orbs down. Again, you know, overextended. Took our 3rd death. That'll be our last death of the game, though. That's really the only real potential of dying on Rocket is, you know, with most characters, is just the positioning. Our Doctor Strange here, for some reason, was fully committed to trying to open his portal there. Died while opening it. It does give us like an interesting route here to do some damage, but I'm pretty sure they just capped the 2nd objective when we could have just went and contested that anyway. So it is what it is. I throw my E down here, trying to get a good revive if we need it. Not looking too bad at the moment. You know, they've only got 2.5 minutes. We've got our entire team up. We've got 2 ults, and I'm about to have mine up as well. Also, when you have Punisher, you unlock another team up ability. The team up ability that you get with Punisher, you throw down another little gadget, and as long as Punisher's in that AoE radius, he gets unlimited ammo, so he doesn't have to reload, and he also has a faster rate of fire. So I actually really like the combo of Rocket with Punisher. The Rocket with Groot, I'm not the biggest fan of, because I'm not able to, you know, take off angles and heal from advantageous positions. I have to rely on Groot. I'm just not a big fan of riding the Groot at the moment. But the Rocket plus the Punisher is actually a really good combo, because that actually, the unlimited ammo is already nice, but then having a faster rate of fire, you're actually really increasing Punisher's sustained DPS. So pretty big combo there. We've got a minute and 20 seconds for this final push. They have to push it all the way. In my mind, as long as we stall, you know, one fight and make it to where our Punisher just fucking blindly stays in the turret there. Their Punisher does a really good job of continuing to fight from the off angles, fight from the flanks, keeping us on our toes. I do get the kill on him, which I'm very happy about, because now he's, you know, they've got less than a minute now. We're already better than them on time, and now he's going to have to come back from spawn as well. We dance around a little bit, use our dashes, use that bit of mobility to keep ourselves alive. Looking really good currently. They've only got 40 seconds left. About to have my ult up. Their group ults. But it is what it is. Their Punisher ults, but dies thanks to our Star-Lord ult. I go ahead and ult as well. I realize I should have held this ult a little bit longer. They're all coming back from spawn now. I was hoping that I could have ulted right before Star-Lord ulted to really boost. And I might actually have. I might have ulted right as Star-Lord was ulting. I didn't pay attention to the exact timing of that, to be honest with you. But right here is where I should have ulted. I should have ulted right here. I shot the orb off the top just so it would bounce around in the doorway a little bit, give us some more heals. Yeah, if we had my ult for this exact engagement right here, would have been a lot better off, I think. But that's okay. I've got my E down in case we need a revive. I should have looked for Punisher, not necessarily to outposition myself, but just to throw down my little Z, my buff to where Punisher can do more damage, but didn't necessarily need it. I don't necessarily recommend staying this far up fighting with your tank, but the reason why I am is because I can shoot my heal orbs off to the left and the right and have them continue to bounce around and constantly be healing, as opposed to staying in the back and shooting my heal orb through that doorway and it only heals on the one pass through. It gives it multiple passes through, you know what I mean? So like I said, like with Moira, you want to pay attention to like the geometry of your orbs to maximize the heals and damage it does. Very similar to Rocket. Don't pay attention to this string of defeats I had. I was trying out every character that I hadn't played yet on stream the other night. So this is the game that we played right here. You see we had the most assists and the least deaths in the lobby. Like I said, me and the other support, huge damage difference between their support. Oh. Excuse me. Huge damage difference between their supports. We all did around the same healing, but I wish that there was a way to view like the advanced statistics here and see how many people I revived this game and also see how much damage I boosted this game, because with me being alive a lot longer, I was obviously able to have my little revive thing up more, and I was able to cast more ultimates and you know, boost more damage as well. So yeah, man, that's how I think you should be playing Rocket, you know what I mean? Have a high uptime in terms of damage and heals. Abuse off angles where you can, if it's off angle healing or if it's off angle doing damage, because it's essentially going to make somebody on the enemy team overcommit to try to deal with you, like the Punisher did on point 2, and then you have an isolated target that you and your teammates can focus, and then you have 2 dash stacks so you can just quickly regroup to your team. Your damage boost is really nice. Having that revive is huge in this game because 6 on 6 number advantages really matter. You know what I mean? So high damage uptime. Use your movement to your advantage. Abuse off angles. Keep the enemy guessing. Constantly keep your little revive machine down because you don't know always when a teammate is going to die and you want it ready in a good position. And also the longer it's down, the more little armor packs you get as well. So the more you can stay in each individual fight. Yeah, man, really good character, really fun character. Like I said, I'm going to put out a tier list either tomorrow or the next day, depending on when I can get the video made. But I personally enjoy Rocket the most of all of the supports. Hope you do as well. If you stuck around this long, I appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you aren't already. Comment and let me know if there's any other characters you'd like to see before the alpha ends. And yeah, man, have a wonderful day. Love you. Peace.